Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Christelle Martinette, and I'm going to slack off the December dance readings because now I'm going to offer one at a time a peek into 2017 for each individual sign. So it's a long haul, and what's going to happen for me in December, I'm planning to go back to see my family. I'm going to put these out, the 2009 peaks, and then the January readings towards sometime towards the end of the month or the beginning of January. So there'll be a time where there'll be Christelle silent. And so now I'm going to start these these 2017 peaks. Just a word of how they'll be working. I'm going to be using the Lenormand cards with a mini grand tableau that I have invented with different houses that mean different things. And the way I read that will be gleaning certain things. And I don't want to get too technical on you, and it'll take me half an hour just to explain what I'm doing. But I'll get into the reading and give you the readings, showing you the cards first of all. On to the readings. Bye-bye. Hello, Pisces. Last but not least, Pisces. Let's see what this Lenormand mini grand tableau has to say to you and has to suggest to you that you can avoid, difficulties you can avoid, and what to look for in 2017, Pisces. 2017, Pisces 2017, Pisces 2017. I'll spread the cards and then show you them individually, and then we'll start the reading. Later on, I'll crown the reading with a casting the runes. Whoops. Okay. Okay, now, first of all, here too, I've been seeing it in many readings, but specifically here, I see that the first quarter of the year, January, February, March, you come in with an assessment of who I'm leaving behind and who I'm leaving forward. This has come up with another reading exactly. And the notion of having people close to you who can help you, who you feel comfortable with, is very high on your list in the beginning of the year for the first 3 quarters of the first 3 months of the year. Surprises. There will be a number of surprises especially during the first first 3 months, where you will be caught off guard. Not negative surprises, but being caught off guard with a particular thing. You'll get thrown a curveball. You're not going to be expecting it, but then, it's nothing really, really that bad. And specifically, you will decide January, February, March, this will be around February, late February, exactly when you think it's time to leave a gentleman at the door. I would like to say a gentleman or a lady, but it's such a strong energy here, the gentleman. And not only that, doing that and taking, even in your mind, putting that at rest what will happen then? What happens is that the communication, the pillow talk, any communication that has to do with drawing other people near you and bringing you into a romantic relation is going to be ruled by the sun. The sun in the Lenormand cards is a very strong energy, far stronger than any tarot deck or oracle card deck with a sun in it. Now, with your work and livelihood, you will be the master of your universe. What you want, you will get. I'm thinking April, late March, you will be coming into your own in terms of a sense of security. The sense of security will be following you in the following months. March, April, May, June. Guidance. You will have the guidance that you need from the assurance that it's time to come closer to love. And you do that as precisely. But more than going closer to love, you're equating the idea, the notion, the construct of love with home, and you're thinking of going home. This is all playing out in the first 6 months of the year. It will look like expanded into very long periods of time, but it is a very fast-paced energy that I'm feeling. And another thing, what's interesting for you, Pisces, is that your public life will be it will be stepped up to the next level. You're going to become a little more public. You may want to be the representative of some people. You may want to be the head of a social club, or you may want to be a labor union representative in your place of work, something like that. But you are going to be speaking out. You're going to be putting yourself out there in a very positive way. Obstacles are going to be very short-lived I'm thinking here now, July, August, September. And what's interesting is that throughout the year, and specifically, I would like to say August, September, right around the end of September, the end of August, the beginning of September, you're going to make life-changing decisions. And those decisions will have to do with a legal matter. Now this, which will be somewhat of a nuisance. Now this can play out in an innumerable number of ways. First of all, it could be, for example, you find a new companion and you decide to, split up from your current husband or companion, and that will require you to get a lawyer or something like that. Or a nuisance of this type could be that you've decided to bring your child to a private school. After 1 month, you realize that the teachers in that school are to be sued because of the type of teaching they do, and so the matters become legal. There is some kind of legal decision to be made, but it's a very small problem comparatively to what occurs during the year. It gives you the hint. You don't even have to get a lawyer perhaps, but it will, maybe you will be threatened, but you rasenti, you come close to having to watch your back legally. Now, something hidden here. Something hidden. My foot is itching. Something hidden is, it should be hidden, but I'm going to tell you. Hidden is a bonding for a specific reason, and I'm seeing it as a major decision in your life. I'm seeing it as a very positive decision in your life. It will bring you a sense of security in all ways. The positive decision to make that change is going to change your life. It's going to be a mature decision, and it means bonding, getting close, taking that leap toward another person, be they a companion and you get married, they propose, or being a companion as well, and they ask you to go into business with you, and there's some aspect of that will be unsettling, perhaps telling your friends, family, I might not agree, but I'm getting it, all systems go here. Matters of communication. Communication has to do with, generally, the home. All the changes that will come about and that you enact have to do with matters where you have to turn around and explain them to your family members. Now, the animus, the male influences in your life come with a lucky star. They clarify so many things. When you're able to see with reason what is occurring to you, everything seems clarified in a heartbeat. And the anima influence of your year and your nature the female influence in the year will make it possible for you to make mature decisions. You become matured. You become mature based on your instincts, and the entire year is it's not coming of age. It's using that coming of age to enact change again, Pisces. Very lovely to see. There are major themes. One is the theme of friendship being the key, and celebration to your maturity. You're bringing people close to you who are bringing you joy. And also the gifts of love coming into your life will have a very brief window, a very, very brief window of sadness because of the changes that you need to enact, Pisces. But there is abundance here in love. I don't know how to say it. It's just a lovely, lovely message. Let me take the runes and see what they have to add. Whoa. Whoa. That is flipped. Okay. That window of sadness or opportunity that you need to hold on. Okay, this is something that you will be requested to turn inward and to see issues, take responsibility for issues, and make decisions. You're going to have to make decisions black on white. Separate black and white and go forward. You can't please everyone, and this is going to become apparent. Now, over the key decisions in your life during the year 2015, they will have to do with instinct, your psychic abilities, your intuition, and new endeavors. But it's more of a personal nature rather than an outward enterprise. Here too, the guidance that is given to you, that comes to you during the year 2017 in the form of a gift, is very personal, is here, me, myself, and I. It doesn't come from without, it comes from within. Also, the I'd like to say the sense of security, the luck, the joy, the transformation, the smooth transformative energy that comes to you is the most joyful moment of the entire year. The novelty, the public life, you going out will at the same time, I cannot deny this, bring you joy, bring you protection, but it will not be an endeavor. Being in the public is not, as many people think, a question of wanting to make money from the public. No, it's the need to interact. And this is not new. It's the same for you, Pisces. But you are protected in that on the one hand. And, the runes are giving me a twofold. I have Awats here and Algis Merkstave. And so they're telling me on the one hand you're going to be protected, on the other hand you're not. You're going without a net. But there is joy in taking chances. Many things you will not see, many things you will not need to see, but you are close by. Your work, the nature of your work is protected, and the security that you gain from work is going to be stable. There's this lovely gifo, and this has come up several times this year reading. I believe 4 or 5 times where there is an exchange. There are gifts coming your way. If you can temper your energy of wanting to make something materialize on the one hand, and accepting limitations on the other, Pisces. I do hope this was of help to you. It was a fascinating reading for me to communicate. It was very challenging, but I believe that it has come across. Namaste, Pisces. I do wish you a happy new year, and please celebrate. Bring in that new year. Bye bye.